So hello. Welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe and also support my small business at literaturylimited.com. So there was a shooting that actually happened in a hospital in Dallas. And it says suspect in deadly Texas hospital shooting was wearing an ankle monitor. Okay, that is very important and why he was there. And I'll get into that. It says a man suspected of gunning down two nurses at a Methodist Dallas Medical Center in Texas on Saturday was on parole at the time of shooting and wearing an ankle monitor. The Dallas Police Department announced late Saturday that 30-year-old Nestor Hernandez is facing capital murder charges for the shooting. He is currently on parole for aggravated robbery and had an active ankle monitor. Question. Why was he out? You had aggravated robbery. What that usually means is that you had some kind of weapon on you, whether it's a gun or knife. 9 times out of 10, it's a gun, especially we in Texas. It's a gun that you had. You know what I mean? So why were you even allowed to be out on parole? That's one. Okay, so it's a lot of different things that we have to really look at in regards to this. Since upon arrival, officers found 2 hospital employees, including 1 nurse in the labor and delivery area, who had been shot. The hospital confirmed that both employees actually died from their wounds. So we have 2 people who are deceased now. According to the hospital statements, Hernandez was shot by a hospital police officer and taken to another hospital where he was detained. I'm assuming because, this happened here, and you may have some people that's like, okay, let's let this dude die. You know what I mean? I'm assuming anyways, that's why you would take him to a different hospital when this already happened in this hospital, so I can assume that's probably what happened. Eddie Garcia said in a tweet that he was outraged at the lack of accountability in the justice system. Okay. The fact that under this broken system, we give violent criminals more chances than our victims. That is very, very true. Why was he out? Why are you letting this dangerous criminal out? Oh, Alex, people got to live. He had aggravated robbery. He is a problem to the public. He's a threat to the public. Why is he not behind bars? He didn't have a couple grams of weed on him. He actually tried to kill people, yo. I say this, if you pull a gun out on somebody, you have every intention to kill this person. Okay? Whether it's in self-defense or not, because if you have it in self-defense and you pull it out, you're ready to shoot, okay? Or at least you should be. And if you're trying to rob somebody and you pull a gun out, you have every intention to kill this person. So tell me why you are allowed out. That's the problem. He was on parole, and get this, y'all. He was on parole with the special condition of electric monitoring. All right. And it said he was granted permission to be in the hospital with a significant other during pregnancy. So his chick or whatever was having a baby, and they allowed him to be there. They allowed him out, period. They allowed him to be there. Okay, which I don't agree with either of those statements. And then he just goes for whatever the reason is and goes and just shoots 2 nurses. No reason. Right now, they're still looking to see if they could gather some more information about this case. And if I find a little bit more, then of course I'll make, add some more, do another video on it or whatnot. But this is what I'm talking about, y'all. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Fine, you had some coke on you, you had some heroin, you had some weed. Okay, fine, you could be out. You're not really a danger or a threat to the public, fine. But you had armed robbery, aggravated assault. You know what I mean? This is crazy. Why are you out? And this goes into what I was saying about Houston, for example, where if you look at Houston, I did a video on this. Houston, they'll give you $100 bail. You pay $100 and you could get out of jail. Okay. You just beat somebody up, had a knife, had a gun, threatening their life, probably shot a couple people, and you could get out. There was a case, the dude, he beat the crap out of his girlfriend. Black dude beat the crap out of his girlfriend, and he was able to get out. It was like a $50 bail that he had. And that's the 10%. $50, $10. So it only cost you $50 to beat somebody up. Yeah, okay, well, cool. I could just give them my $50 and I could whoop their butt, right? No, it should not be like that. If you are beating people up And we're going to look at the situation, okay? This isn't some Con Air kind of stuff, okay? We're going to really look at the situation, and we're going to see, okay, now, what exactly happened here, okay? Who said what happened here, what happened here? If it looks like you're the problem, you know what's going to happen, buddy? You're obviously the problem, and we're going to make sure that you stay locked up. Why is it such a difficult thing to do? Why is it that these judges, especially in Houston, y'all, I keep bringing up Houston because Houston is wilding out, y'all. They need their own show, okay? Houston Confidential or something, because these mothers are wilding out. They're doing some crazy things back there. And I'm like, what are we doing, y'all? What are we doing? I mean, they're just letting people out, and it's just crazy things that are going on constantly. You're not reporting records. You're letting all these people out. And you may say, well, Alex, the humanity, we got to let them out. We got to let them out. Not if you murdered somebody, not if you beat somebody up, not if you had any kind of weapon. And some people have made, I was reading the comments, and some people were talking about like, well, this is why you got to arm people with guns. No, we don't need more guns, y'all. Are y'all simple, stupid, or slow? You don't need more guns to solve a gun problem, y'all. That's not how that works. You don't need more guns. All that's going to happen is you're going to have those people who have their guns. Oh, a black person. My bad. That was the wrong black person I shot. Man, gosh dang it. Or you got an active shooter. Okay, let me help. Let me just. Oh, man, I just shot 20 other people and I missed the person I was supposed to shoot. That has happened many times, so that's the thing. You have on those rare occasions where you do have a person that is armed, that is able to take down an assailant. Yes, but that does not happen that often. Okay. There's been a countless amount of mass shootings that has happened every year in the US. Okay. And you don't have that many people who could just take them down like that. Okay. So let's be real about this. What needs to happen is there needs to be a lack of guns. Actually, there needs to be less guns available to the public. There needs to be a cleaning of the street, not just buybacks, but make this stuff illegal. I'm not saying, oh, Alex, you're saying I can't have any gun. No one needs 50 guns, y'all. Okay. No one needs 5, 10, any more than 5. I mean, that's ridiculous too. But also, what kind of guns are you having? When we look at these mass shootings, they're not shooting with something that only has 6 bullets. They're shooting with something that has over 10, 15, 20, 25 bullets in there. With these giant magazines, these automatic rifles, that's what they're shooting with. Why do you need that? You just turned 18. What do you need it for? Do you hunt? Well, no, I don't hunt, but I want to hunt humans. And that's part of the problem. You got gangbangers who out here doing what they're doing. We all know what they're doing. We have black people killing a whole bunch of black people out here. People want to say, oh, well, let's talk about the white people. Yeah, but let's talk about the black people killing black people. Okay, let's not pretend like that's not happening. Okay, that is happening. We have it at just a crazy rate that is happening at right now, and nobody wants to talk about it. We also have just the whole white person killing black people. We have all of this stuff that's happening in our communities, and no one wants to say anything about it. They just want to say, well, we just got to have more guns. Okay, every single person has a gun and everyone gets mad and everyone shoots everybody. Is that what we really want? Then you're going to say, oh, we got to just give them more guns. No one needs 20 guns right now. Okay. What needs to happen, there needs to be more regulations. There needs to be background checks happening as well. Okay. If we know that you have a history of mental illness, you can't have a gun, period. That's how that works. If you have a mental illness problem, you can't have a gun because we don't know if we can trust you. And then you have the people who legally have guns. And then that's another issue in of itself. I'm not about, disbanding guns. I'm not saying like, okay, everyone, y'all need to just give up all your guns, because we know the world ain't perfect. We know we have our racism. We know we have our problems. Okay. And I believe in being able to protect yourself and your home. With that being said, you don't need to be walking around with silencers. You don't need to be walking around with automatic guns. You don't need to be walking around with rifles. What do you need all this stuff for? What do you need it for? What do you need it for? That's the problem right there. No one should be walking around with the gun. What do you need it for? With this guy, Like I said, he shouldn't have been out anyways, but the gun should have been taken out the equation. The gun would have been taken out the equation, period. One, I don't even know how he got in the hospital with the gun, because I thought they don't allow guns in hospitals. Now, I get they don't do metal detector tests or anything like that, but there needs to be some kind of extra layer, in regards to this, because I know that they don't do that, but it's like, how did he even get in there with the gun? But my whole point in saying all this is this: take the gun out the situation. What do you have? You just have a man. Okay. So whatever he's going to do, he's going to do. But now you don't have a gun that's killing innocent people. Now the guy has to get up on you if he really wants to harm you, as opposed to being 20 feet away, 20 feet away, or whatever the case may be. Obviously, we don't know the exact details of who was there, how everyone was laid out, or anything like that, But I just think that this is, this is a very upsetting story. You were there, for your kid. And were you even there for your kid, or did you just want to do something? You know what I mean? And now you're arrested for capital murder. Because, why didn't you just stay in prison? Why do you even want to be out on parole if you're just going to do the same kind of stuff that got you in prison in the first place?